Hey guys, so I thought I would give you my top 5 recommendations for the Nordstrom Anniversary Sale. We are getting to the end of it. It ends this Sunday, which I believe is August 8th. It ends this Sunday, and so by the time we get to this point, I believe today is August 4th, the stock starts to dwindle on a lot of things. So I just went online and just took a look at what was still in stock and what I would recommend to purchase. And these are all things that I've purchased myself also and that I have had time to play with and wear. So I am working with Nordstrom on this video. A huge thank you to Nordstrom for wanting to partner with me again. But let's go ahead and start with what I am wearing. So this is a Vince t-shirt, basically. It has this really cool rib neck. It's like translucent. And it has a little bit of a stretch to it, but it's fairly delicate. And so they've added a zipper to the back. So it's not a t-shirt that you would necessarily just pull over your head. It is fairly tailored, which is really, really nice. I feel like it's like that perfect mood that I've been in, clothing that I feel like looks elevated, but when you put it on, it really kind of just feels like pajamas. So this is exactly that. It's like a t-shirt. It wears like a t-shirt, but it has all of these little details in there that just elevate it to something a little bit more tailored, something I would feel comfortable going out in. And what really caught my eye is the color. So this is actually something I purchased in store. I probably, if I was just kind of flipping through online, this probably wouldn't have caught my eye, but the color of this shirt is so cool. It's like a grayish, greenish, bluish color. It's just really, really pretty. It's very watercolory, and I just love it. This material is 100% rayon, so it has like a silky kind of drape to it. It is drop shoulder, so it is fairly casual here, very comfortable. And then it does have side vents on the side. And then it falls to about like just below my mid hip, and I'm about 5'5". So it's just a very comfortable, easy to wear top. And it just looks really put together without a lot of effort, which really I'm deciding is like my style. So that is the Vince tee that I wanted to mention. And I did check online. This does still seem to be available as I'm filming this, but I love it. I love all of the details, and it's something you really can't appreciate until you see it in person. So that's the first thing I wanted to mention. The second thing I wanted to mention is the Jo Malone Lime Basil and Mandarin body and hand wash. I have just recently become someone that splurges on hand soap. Probably, I'm just realizing this, probably because of the pandemic and all the hand washing that we have to do. And I guess subconsciously, I just wanted to turn it into a really kind of pleasant experience. And so when I use a hand soap that is pretty much one of my favorite fragrances, it just puts a smile on my face. It's just so, so nice. And then you catch a whiff of it every time your hand kind of, crosses your face or whatever. Like you just catch whiffs of it, very subtle whiffs of it throughout the day. So during the anniversary sale, they have these gigantic, this is like a jumbo size version of their hand wash. So I got Lime Basil and Mandarin, which is one of my favorite fragrances from Jo Malone, just in general, it's just one of my favorites. I think there was, the last time I checked, it said like only one left. If you're lucky enough to grab it, I would say go for it if you like light, citrusy, kind of sweet scents. It's very, very summery. But I think they also have the wood sage and sea salt version of this. So if you're into something a little more unisex and a little bit like cleaner smelling, that one's for you. But I had to mention this because I've just personally gotten so into fragrance hand washes. It's just this little bit of joy every day when I'm like washing my hands. It's just so, so nice. So wanted to mention that. And then the other thing I wanted to mention, and now this is something I actually personally have not used yet, but I did purchase this for my husband. This is the Kiehl's Facial Fuel Energizing Scrub. It's a skin buffer for men. I'm sure anyone with skin can use it, but it is a skin buffer for men. And when I first hauled this, so many of you commented like, your husband's not gonna look back. He is gonna fall in love with that. That is the best facial scrub ever. I bought that for my husband, he loves it. So I was like really excited for him to try. I didn't mention any of these things. I just wanted him to, experience it for himself, come to me with his own opinion. And I didn't even ask him, but he said, by the way, that facial scrub you got me is amazing. Do you have any more of it? And I said, well, I actually got it during the sale. Should I get another tube? And he was like, yeah. So I got another tube. This is the second tube. His tube is in the shower right now. So this I definitely recommend based off of his feedback, based off of all of your feedback. This is a definite during the sale. So that is the Kiehl's facial scrub. And then in terms of makeup, I only have two things that I wanted to mention. I did purchase quite a few bits of makeup, but I really wanted to pull out like the best of the best. And I am really loving this Nars face palette. This is the Pleasure Trip, and it has a blush, highlight, and bronzer. And they're all in that Baked Gelée formula, which I love. And it is what I am wearing today. And all of the tones work really, really well for me. I love this blush. It's so beautiful. It's such an interesting shade because it is fairly nude, but there's a little bit of rosiness in there, and it is kind of cool toned. It's really, really pretty. And that is, again, what I have on my cheeks. And then this highlighter has a little bit of like peachy rosiness to it. So all of the products in here work really well together. I love the formula. Again, Baked Gelée, just great. I definitely recommend using a denser brush that picks up product easily. Otherwise, I just feel like you're gonna be just dragging your brush over the product and not actually picking up anything. So I like to use my natural hair brushes with these kinds of products. And the sheen is, it's that smooth, like satiny sheen that I just really, really love. And it seems like more and more companies are coming out with this sort of smooth satin highlight versus like a micro glittery kind of highlight. And the color of this compact is just so perfect for spring, summer. It's just like the hand wash. It just sort of like puts a smile on my face. So that I wanted to mention. And then the last thing I wanted to mention in this top 5 recommendations is the Tom Ford Cognac Rose set. So you get this quad and then you get 2 lipsticks. So this is, again, Baked Gelée formula. It's their wet dry formula. And while none of these shades are earth-shattering in any way, it's not like you haven't seen them before, I just really like the quad. I like all of these 4 shades together, and I can never, ever pass up this formula when it comes to Tom Ford. They're just so beautiful. I have basically I have these 3 shades on today. I have this towards the inner corner, I have this all over, I have this on the outer corner and dragged underneath my lash line. And just like the Nars highlight, you just get this really beautiful, subtle satin sheen. And they're just gorgeous. They just perform so, so beautifully. And this set also comes with like 2 deluxe sample size lipsticks, and I'm actually wearing Casablanca today. I am not the biggest fan of these teeny tiny lipsticks. I don't know. I just never reach for them. And then usually they're a color that I don't really go for, but I really do like Casablanca. The other shade that they included is Fascinator. And this one is just a little bit too light for me, but it is a very, very pretty peachy shade. So anyway, I really like this Tom Ford set. I do like it more than the other Tom Ford set with the eyeshadow quad, that one with the Coquette quad. I did want to mention that I did quickly play around with this quad, and it's very pretty, but this shade down here is a little hard. It's a little gritty. It's not quite as like smooth and soft as a lot of the Tom Ford pressed powder shadows. So these are the pressed powder formula, not the Baked Gelée formula. And so I just find it a little inferior to the Cognac Rose. But this set comes with the mascara, the double-ended eyeliner, and another little travel-sized lipstick. So unless you're dying for the mascara and the eyeliner and another little lipstick, I would go for the Cognac Rose quad. I just think that one's a little bit more special than this one. I did also quickly want to mention this dog sweater. So I got this Barefoot Dreams dog sweater for Miss Fuzzy Butters. And, I feel like every time I look on Nordstrom, if something's out of stock, it's just not even listed. And so I keep doing a search for this, and it'll pop up like almost every other time I go onto the site. So I'm not sure if this is still available during the sale. I think this colorway is sold out completely, but if you do have a pup, I would recommend this. It's so soft, and Miss Butters she's a nudist. She is not really into clothing, but when I put this on her, usually she just kind of freezes like I'm not moving until you get this off of me. She was fine. She just like jumped right off of her chair. She just like started walking around with it on. It's so light and it's so soft that I don't think it bothered her in the least bit. So if you have a dog maybe with sensitive skin, I would definitely take a look at this little dog sweater. Oh, it's so cute and just so scrumptious soft. So those are my top 5 recommendations for the Nordstrom Anniversary Sale. Let me know if you have any recommendations down below in the comment section. I would love to take advantage of this sale, and a huge thank you to Nordstrom again for partnering with me on this video. And thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.